I know. Give me the cheapest lens. I cannot see! Help! Help! Help!
She only wanted to look beautiful for her photo shoot, but by the next morning, complete darkness. She was screaming, blinded by pain, and begging her mother for help. But the real horror wasn't that she went blind. It was what the doctor found inside her eyes when they tried to save her. What happened that night will break your heart and shock you to your core. You're watching Folktales by Chisom. What you're about to hear is not just a story, it's a warning, a painful one. And it all began with a pair of contact lenses. If anyone had told Amara that a single night could destroy everything she had worked for, she would have laughed. She had survived Lagos traffic, stingy clients, heartbreaks from unserious men, and the slow grind of trying to grow her makeup brand. But as she stood in front of the mirror that Thursday evening, adjusting the soft ring light that made her caramel skin glow like polished bronze, she had no idea that this was the night her life would break and rebuild in ways she never expected. Her phone buzzed nonstop. Instagram DMs, TikTok alerts, Snapchat mentions. Everyone wanted to see her new goddess look photo shoot. Her followers were growing fast. Brands were beginning to notice her. She felt the fame she had been chasing since she was 19 finally coming within reach. She just needed something extra, something dramatic, something that would make her stand out in the sea of Lagos makeup artists competing for the same spotlight. That was when she remembered the contact lenses she bought earlier that afternoon. They were cheap, too cheap. 2,500 naira for a pair of striking emerald green lenses that glowed under ring light. The street vendor at Yaba Market had said with confidence, "Auntie, it's original, na celebrity to use am. E go enhance your beauty well. Amara believed him because she wanted to believe. She sat on her stool, opened the tiny plastic case, and paused. The liquid inside looked slightly cloudy, not as clear as the ones she'd seen in tutorials. Something in her chest whispered, "Don't wear it." But on the screen of her phone, the sample photos of influencers looked perfect. Perfect was all she wanted tonight. She shook off the hesitation, washed her hands, and inserted the first lens. A sharp sting cut through her eye. She blinked fast. Why this thing they pepper me like this? The pain lingered, then slowly reduced, leaving a dull, uncomfortable pressure. She inserted the second one. Her reflection transformed instantly. The emerald lenses made her eyes look unreal, mystical, almost supernatural. Under the warm ring light, she looked like a goddess carved by the hands of angels. She forgot the sting. She forgot the warning. She forgot everything except how beautiful she looked. Amara grabbed her phone, switched the camera to video mode, and began recording transitions. Her hair bounced, her lashes fluttered, her glossy lips shimmered. Comments began rolling in live. "Too fine. Where you buy the lenses? You look like a doll. Omo, I must get these contacts." She felt unstoppable, chosen, adored, seen. She headed out for her photo shoot, striking various poses and taking multiple pictures while smiling and having a great time. But as the photo shoot continued, the dull pressure became a slow burn. The burn grew into irritation, and the irritation grew into piercing discomfort. She blinked hard repeatedly, wiping tears that weren't from emotion. She told herself, "Just 10 more minutes. Let me finish this look." Beauty requires sacrifice. Everything will be fine. But each blink felt heavier, as if sand were grinding against her eyes. By midnight, the pain intensified, but she was exhausted. She removed her makeup lazily, wiped her face, and told herself she'd removed the lenses after resting, for just 5 minutes. She laid on the bed. Her eyes felt hot and gritty, but her body sank into the mattress. Sleep pulled her in like a tide. She didn't remove the lenses. She didn't know it was the worst mistake of her life, because by the time she opened her eyes the next morning, nothing would ever be the same again. The first thing Amara felt was pain. Not ordinary pain. Not the kind that comes from too much screen time or lack of sleep. This one was sharp, raw, and violent, as if tiny needles were stabbing her eyes from the inside. She sat up immediately, pressing her palms against her eyelids. "Jesus, Jesus, what is this?" she whispered, her breath trembling. Her room, normally bright from the morning sun pouring through the peach-colored curtains, looked dim, almost gray. She squinted, but her vision remained foggy, like someone had smeared petroleum jelly across her eyes. For a moment, she panicked, blinking rapidly. The lenses. She had fallen asleep with them. She rushed to her standing mirror, but her reflection was just a shape, a blurry, ghost-like outline. Her heart thundered. She forced her fingers to her eyes, trying to pull out the lenses, but the moment she touched them, a sharp, tearing pain shot through her skull. She screamed and stumbled back, hitting her hip on the edge of her makeup table. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. She needed help. Dragging her feet, she felt her way toward the bedroom door. Her hand shook as she gripped the handle. She stepped into the living room where her kid sister, Adaeze, was watching cartoons. The moment Adaeze saw her, she jumped up. "Amara, what happened to your eyes?" Amara didn't want to imagine what she looked like, but the horror in her sister's voice told her everything. Her eyes must have been swollen, red, or worse. I can't see well," Amara stammered. "Please, call Mummy. Now." Adaeze grabbed her phone instantly. Amara sat on the couch, rocking back and forth, holding both hands to her face. She tried focusing on the sound of the cartoon behind her, but even sound felt strange. Louder, harsher, almost dizzying. Every blink produced a burning sensation. Minutes later, her mother barged into the house still wearing her wrapper and mourning scarf. "Amara, Chineke, look at your eyes. What did you put inside?" "Mummy, please help me. I can't see." Her mother held her head gently and examined the eyes. She gasped sharply. "Your eyes are very green. They're tearing. Kai, what is inside the eyes?" "Contact lens," Amara whimpered. "I bought it yesterday. I slept with it." Her mother didn't waste a second. "Get up. Let's go to the clinic now." The drive to the eye clinic felt like the longest journey of Amara's life. Every bump on the road sent lightning bolts of pain through her eyes. She kept both palms pressed hard on her eyelids, unable to tolerate even the faintest light. By the time they reached the clinic, her vision was so blurred she could barely see the shapes of people moving around her. Nurses rushed her in. A doctor, tall with a calm, serious voice, approached. "What did she put in her eyes?" he asked. "Contact lens," her mother said frantically. "The cheap ones from market." The doctor exhaled deeply. "Not again." Those two words alone chilled Amara to the bone. In the examination room, he gently tried to remove the lens. Amara screamed. The nurses held her still. The doctor paused, his expression turning grave. "This lens is stuck to your cornea," he said. "It may have started melting overnight. I need to loosen it with a solution." "Melting?" Amara whispered in terror. He didn't answer. Instead, he applied a cold liquid. It stung like fire. Tears streamed uncontrollably down her face. Minutes crawled. Her body shook. Finally, he pulled the first lens out. The lens was discolored, warped, almost burnt around the edges. "This is fake," the doctor said firmly. "A very dangerous counterfeit product made with chemical dyes." He removed the second lens, even more damaged. "The surface cornea is injured and infected. We will try everything, But I must be honest, her sight is in danger. The world shifted beneath Amara. Her lips trembled. Her hands went numb. Danger? Sight? Her breath quickened as panic swallowed her. She clutched her mother's hand with shaking fingers. "Mummy, am I going blind?" Her mother couldn't answer. Tears rolled down her cheeks silently. The doctor placed a hand on Amara's arm. "We will do everything we can, but right now, things are not looking good." And in that small, cold room with bright lights piercing through her pain, Amara realized something terrifying. Her life, her dreams, her beauty, her future might never look the same again. The days that followed felt like a war, a slow, agonizing battle between hope and fear. Amara never imagined that light, something she had taken for granted every day of her life, could become a stranger. Every morning, she woke up praying to see clearly again, but her sight remained blurred, hazy, clouded like morning fog over a river. Her mother took her to the clinic every day. Different treatments, different drops, different injections. But the pain refused to leave. Sometimes it felt like someone was scraping the inside of her eyeballs with metal. Other times, it felt like pepper had been poured into her eyes. But the worst part wasn't the pain. It was the fear. The fear that every hour she lived might be her last with sight. On the fourth day, the doctor sat them down in his office. He removed his glasses, leaned forward, and spoke in a tone so gentle it terrified Amara. "I need to be honest with you. The infection is spreading faster than expected." Amara gripped her mother's hand. "Doctor, can I still see well again?" Her voice shook. He inhaled slowly. "We will try everything, but at the moment, vision recovery is uncertain." Amara felt the world tilt. Her chest tightened. Uncertain? Uncertain? Her mother began to cry softly, covering her mouth with her scarf, but something inside Amara refused to accept it. "No, doctor, no," she muttered. "I didn't kill anybody. I just wore contact lens. How can my own life turn like this?" The doctor sighed. "Those lenses you used are extremely dangerous. They contain industrial dyes that burn the eye surface. Sleeping with them intensified the damage." His words cut her deeper than any knife. She felt betrayed by the street vendor, by her own desire for beauty, by the world that pushed women to do too much just to be seen. When they left the office, Amara cried uncontrollably in the car. Her mother pulled her close. "Amara, stop crying, Biko. God will not allow blindness in your life." But Amara wasn't convinced, because every day the world grew dimmer. By the seventh day, she could no longer recognize faces, only shapes. She could hear her mother moving around the kitchen, but her movements were blurry shadows. One afternoon, Adayaz knelt beside her. "Sis, can you see my face?" Amara swallowed hard. "I can see your outline, but not your eyes." Adayaz burst into tears. Her mother came running. "What happened?" "Mummy, she can't see me clearly," Ada wailed. Hearing that broke Amara in a way words couldn't explain. She used to blend eyeshadow with precision. She used to draw eyeliner so sharp it could cut a man's lies in half. Now, she couldn't even see her own sister's face. Her makeup brushes felt useless. Her ring light stood in the corner like a ghost from her past life. Sometimes she touched it, hoping that one day she would switch it on and see light again. Real light. On the 10th day, the doctor requested a deeper scan of her cornea. They waited 2 hours for the results. Amara prayed silently the entire time. When the doctor finally returned, his expression told the whole story. "Amara, the infection has eaten into your left cornea. We have lost that eye." Her breath left her body. Her mother screamed loudly, collapsing into a chair. Adayasi ran outside crying. Amara sat still, numb, cold, empty, lost an entire eye, Gone? Her mind spiraled. She wasn't just losing sight. She was losing her career, her dreams, her identity, her future. "How about the right eye?" she whispered. The doctor hesitated. "We are fighting to save it, but the vision damage may be permanent." A cold fear wrapped itself around her chest. Permanent? The world blurred completely. Her heart raced. Everything inside her broke at once. She covered her face and sobbed. Deep, painful sobs that seemed to shake the walls of the room. That night, back home, she locked herself in her room and cried until her voice cracked. She whispered into the darkness, "God, please, don't let me go blind, please." But the darkness didn't answer. It only grew thicker. The morning everything went black didn't begin with pain. It began with silence. A silence so heavy, it felt like the world was holding its breath. Amara woke up slowly, expecting the usual burning sensation, the usual haze, the tiny fragments of light she still managed to see from her right eye, but this time, something was different. She blinked once, twice. Her heart skipped. Where was the light? She lifted her hand and waved it in front of her face. Nothing. Not a shadow, not a shape, not even the faintest blur. Her breath trembled. She rubbed her eyes hard, thinking maybe tears were blocking her vision. Still nothing. Cold fear crawled through her chest. She turned her head desperately toward the window that normally poured golden Lego sunlight into her room. But she saw only darkness, not dimness, not blur. Darkness, pure, empty, endless darkness. "Mummy!" she screamed, her voice cracking. "Mummy!" Her mother rushed in immediately. "What is it?" "Mummy, I can't see anything," Amara cried, stretching her hands helplessly. Her mother froze. "Amara, don't say that. Calm down. Let me open the curtain." She pulled the curtain aside. The room flooded with light. But Amara remained trapped in the dark. "Mummy, I swear, everything is black. I can't see light. I can't see you. Mummy, please help me." Her mother grabbed her and held her tightly. No, God forbid. "Amara, you cannot go blind. Not my daughter. Oh," she cried, rocking her back and forth. Amara felt her mother's tears falling on her shoulder, but tears couldn't save her. Her mother rushed her into the car and sped to the clinic, shouting prayers under her breath as if fighting invisible demons. At the clinic, everything happened in a blur of voices and cold instruments. The doctor checked her eyes, shining lights that she could not see. Nurses whispered. A machine hummed. Then finally, the doctor spoke. His voice was soft, too soft, like he already knew the weight of his words would crush her. "Amara, I'm very sorry. The infection has spread deeper. Your right eye has suffered severe corneal damage overnight." She swallowed, gripping the examination chair. "Doctor, I can't see anything at all. Is this temporary?" He hesitated. That hesitation alone shattered whatever hope she had left. "Doctor, please," her mother cried. "Tell us she will see again." He exhaled slowly. "Her left sight is completely lost, and the right eye has dropped to 0% functional vision." Her mother let out a loud wail. Amara felt like her soul left her body. "Zero?" She shook her head violently. No, Doctor, please don't say that. This is my life. I'm only 24. I'm a makeup artist. I need my eyes." Her voice broke. "Amara," the doctor said softly, "we will still try treatments, but I need you to prepare emotionally. Sight recovery may not be possible." Her world crumbled. Everything she built, everything she hoped, everything she lived for, gone. Stolen by 2,500 Naira contact lens. Back at home, she refused to leave her room. She refused to eat. She refused to speak. Hours turned to days. She would sit on the floor, knees pulled to her chest, whispering into the dark. "Why me? What did I do to deserve this?" Her mother and sister tried to talk to her, but she shut everyone out. All she could see was darkness. All she could feel was loss. The room that once held her makeup brushes, ring lights, colorful palettes, and dreams now felt like a tomb. Her phone buzzed endlessly. Clients. Amara, can I book you? Are you doing bridal makeup this weekend? Friends. Babe, you disappeared. Oh. Why, you know they post again, nah? Influencer colleagues. Are you okay? You've been offline for too long. Her boyfriend, Uche, texted once, when you feel better, let me know. He never called again. By the second week, he stopped texting completely. Amara realized she hadn't only lost her sight. She had lost people too. And then, when she thought she had reached the deepest part of her pain, a knock came on her door. A stranger's voice. A voice that would change everything. Good afternoon. I'm looking for Amara. My name is Chinedu. Amara did not answer the knock. She sat on her bed, knees pulled to her chest, staring into the endless blackness that surrounded her. Her world had become so silent, so empty, that even the soft knock on the door felt like an intrusion into her grief. The knock came again, gentle, patient. Amara, my name is Chinedu, the voice repeated. It was deep, calm, and strangely soothing. Your doctor asked me to check on you. Amara frowned. Doctor? She wiped her tears with the back of her hand, but said nothing. Her mother opened the door slightly. Nedu, come in, please. She's inside. Footsteps entered the room. Slow, measured, almost cautious. She could hear the slight scrape of a walking cane tapping the floor. A cane? Her heart sank. The bed dipped slightly as he sat beside her, but he didn't touch her. He simply spoke. I know you don't want visitors, he said in a soft tone, but your doctor told me you lost your sight. Amara turned her face away, swallowing the knot in her throat. And so? She murmured bitterly. Are you here to tell me stories? To pity me? To remind me my life is over? A faint chuckle escaped him. No, I'm here because I understand what you're going through better than anyone. She tilted her head slightly, confused. Chinedu tapped the cane on the floor once, a quiet, familiar sound. I've been blind for 8 years, he said gently. Amara froze. The bitterness in her chest melted into something softer. Curiosity, shock, disbelief. You're blind? She whispered. Yes, but you walk like you can see? He smiled. She could hear it in his voice. Because sight isn't only with the eyes. Those words made her heartbeat shift. For the first time in days, something flickered inside her, not light, but attention. My doctor asked me to talk to you, Chinedu continued. He said you're shutting everyone out. He said you're losing hope. Amara let out a small, humorless laugh. Hope? For what? My life is finished? No, Chinedu replied instantly. Your life is changing, and change is painful. But pain is not the end. Silence filled the room again, a heavy, emotional silence. Amara took a deep breath. How did you lose your sight? She finally asked. Chinedu leaned back slightly. A car accident. I was 22, final year in Unilag. One night, everything became dark, permanently. Amara felt her throat tighten. And how did you survive it? I died first, he said softly, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I shut my mother out. I pushed away my siblings. I locked myself in a room for months, convinced I would never be useful again. How did you come out of it? She asked quietly. He shifted, his voice warm and steady. One day, I realized something. You cannot escape the darkness, but you can learn to move inside it. Those words hit her chest like warm water on a frozen skin. Amara covered her face with her hands. What if I never see light again? She whispered. Then you will learn a new kind of light, he said, "the kind that comes from inside you." A single tear slid down her cheek. For the first time since losing her sight, she felt understood, not pitied. Chinedu stood up and extended his hand toward her, though she could not see it. "Stand up, Amara." "For what?" she asked, confused. "For the first step," he said. "Healing starts with standing, even if you can't see where you're going." Her breath trembled, her legs felt weak, but something inside her wanted to try. Slowly, shakily, she reached out until her hand brushed his. His grip was firm, warm, reassuring. He guided her to her feet. "That's it," he murmured. "One step. You're doing well." Amara took a shaky step forward. She didn't see the room. She didn't see the door. She didn't see Chinedu. But for the first time, she felt movement, hope. Small, trembling, but real. She didn't know it yet, but this stranger, this blind man with a calm voice, would become the light she thought she had lost forever.
Healing didn't come quickly. It didn't come gently either. It came in small, painful steps. Steps that felt like walking barefoot on broken glass. But every day, Chinedu returned. Sometimes with a quiet knock. Sometimes with a warm joke. Sometimes just sitting beside her, saying nothing, letting silence become a bridge rather than a prison. Her mother started noticing the shift. Adaize noticed too. Amara, who once curled in her bed like a wounded animal, now sat up. She now walked slowly around the house, guided by Chinedu's hand on her elbow. She ate full meals. She spoke in soft sentences. But the real transformation began 3 weeks later. "Amara," Chinedu's voice echoed gently from the living room. "Today we are going outside." Her heart stopped. Outside? The word tasted like fear. "Yes. No, I'm not ready. People will stare. People will whisper. I'll embarrass myself." Chinedu chuckled softly. "People already whispered the day you were born. People whisper every day of your life. Must you let them stop you from living?" She swallowed hard. He placed her cane in her hand, the cane he had bought for her. "Hold it. Just try." Her hand trembled as she gripped it. He placed his palm on her back reassuringly. "You are not broken, Amara. You are adjusting." Those words were enough. She stepped outside. The air felt different, louder, brighter, harsher. She heard children playing, cars honking, a woman frying akara nearby, someone shouting, "Hold your change!" She felt vulnerable, naked, exposed, but she also felt alive. Chinedu walked beside her with slow, steady steps. Lift the cane, tap the ground, feel the vibration. It tells you what is in front of you. She tapped. She moved, slowly, carefully, but she moved. For the first time since the darkness swallowed her, she didn't feel trapped. She felt guided. One quiet evening, while she and Chinedu sat on the balcony, he asked a question that shifted her destiny. "Amara, what is your biggest fear now?" She hesitated.
"That I'm useless," she whispered. "I can't do makeup. I can't take pictures. I can't teach. I can't even see my own face. So what's left of me?" Chinedu smiled gently. "What if your pain is the lesson someone else needs?" She frowned. "How?" "Tell your story." "My story?" "Yes. There are thousands of girls wearing fake beauty products every day. Girls who think beauty is worth risking their health. Girls who think 2,500 naira shortcuts are harmless. Girls who don't know they could lose their eyes. Amara's breath caught. They need to hear from someone who lived it, someone who survived it. Her heart pounded. Her hands shook. But I can't even make videos. Who said you need eyes to speak? Your voice alone can save lives. Something heavy inside her chest lifted slowly, gradually, like the beginning of dawn. That night, Amara recorded her first voice-only video. She sat in her room, lights off, curtains closed, and spoke. She told the world how her desire for beauty cost her sight, how fake lenses destroyed her cornea, how she lost an eye, how she lost friends, how she almost lost herself. Her voice cracked, her tears flowed, but she did not stop. When she posted it online, she expected pity or mockery. Instead, the video exploded. 500,000 views. Comments flooded in. I saved me. I was about to buy cheap lenses today. I never knew contact lenses could be dangerous. Your courage is inspiring. God bless you for speaking out. Amara cried harder than she ever had. Not from sadness, but from relief. Her story wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Months passed. Her page grew. Brand deals came, not for beauty, but for safety awareness. Schools invited her to speak. Health organizations called her. TV stations interviewed her. She became a voice people listened to, a warning, a guide, a testimony. Her blindness didn't stop her. It led her. And Chinedu remained by her side, the friend who lit her darkest days. One evening, sitting together in the same spot they always sat, she whispered, "Chinedu, thank you for bringing light back into my life." He gently squeezed her hand. "You carried the light all along. You just needed someone to show you where it was." Amara smiled, a smile the world would never see, but one the world would forever feel. Her life was never the same again, not because she went blind, but because she found a new kind of vision, a vision fueled by purpose, courage, and the strength to turn tragedy into testimony.